Hi everybody. Today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite childhood games, Dragonfire. I of course had this on my color computer too. Um, it was also available on the Atari 2600, but I did not have that for my Atari 2600. And I'm over on Moby Games here, and actually this was on a bunch of systems. I was on Apple II, Atari 2600, ColecoVision. I also had a ColecoVision, but I didn't have this for that. Commodore 64 and television. I had a television as well, but not this version of the game. TRS-80, Coco, VIC-20, and the ZX Spectrum. So it was ported to a bunch of systems, which is kind of cool. There was a unique thing with the color computer, which I was aware of previously, but Moby Games has a good write-up about it. And I'm just going to quote right from Moby here. Dragonfire is the only commercial game sold by Radio Shack that combined two different high resolution screen modes at once to get more colors out of the screen. So there's more colors than you would typically see in a Coco game in Dragonfire. Using intricately timed programming during the drawing of each horizontal scan line, Frank changed the screen mode, I guess that's the programmer, up to 5 times per scan line to get the extra colors, 8 real colors at once instead of the usual 4 that other games used. So most Coco games are 4 colors, and this used 8. Considering that there are 11,520 scan lines per second at a 60 hertz refresh, and the CPU only has 895,000 cycles per second, it was quite an amazing feat. This broke a bit on the Coco 3, as time was slightly different and a patch was required to fix it. I never tried Dragonfire on Coco 3, so that would have been really sad to find out because I probably wouldn't have had any idea what this patch was or where to get it. I'm sure they wouldn't have known at the Radio Shack either. But so anyway, there's some information on the background of the game, and we've got the manual here, so we'll take a look at it. Love the cover art. This was one of my absolute favorite games. Um, it was pretty simple gameplay, but it was addictive, and from what was available at the time, it was great. To reach the king's treasures, the prince runs across the bridge. He must dodge fireballs tossed by dragon hatchlings. He nimbly ducks under the high ones and leaps over the low ones. Fortunately, the fireballs cannot hurt the prince if he runs back into the tower at the right end of the bridge. When the prince reaches the left side of the bridge, he arrives in one of the treasure rooms filled with beautiful objects and a fierce dragon whose every breath can cost the prince one of his 6 precious chances. When the dragon looks the other way, the prince runs to each treasure and retrieves it for the king. The prince can exit only after he retrieves the key. Then he may pass through the left doorway. He will then arrive at the next bridge ready for another daring raid. You can play Dragonfire by yourself or against another player. Some system requirements, some loading instructions, like the art in this instruction manual. I remember as a kid enjoying looking at the pictures. So gameplay, the object is across the bridge without getting hit by a fireball. To avoid getting flared by the fireballs, you must duck the high ones and jump over the low ones or run back into the tower. I wonder if it gets a little bit more complicated than that. See if it talks about it or not. And just left, right, duck, button to jump. Very cool picture. You have 6 lives at the start of the game. Watch out for those fireballs. If you get flared, you will fall into the river. Each dive costs you 1 life. Once inside the treasure room, retrieve the king's treasure while avoiding the dragon's fire. Simply touching a piece of the treasure gives you possession of it. Once you have the key, you can exit through the left doorway to conquer the next bridge as you advance from the bridge to bridge. The feat of crossing a bridge becomes more difficult. So eventually there's a drawbridge, and then there's like a gremlin guy throwing fireballs at you. Some kind of troll, I guess. Scoring, you earn points by collecting treasure. Good luck. So your lives and the castles, the number of conquered bridges. Okay. Let's check this out. Sorry about that. Just adjusting the screen there a little bit. Sounded terrible. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Sometimes the fireballs are really close together, so you can run back in to avoid those. Oh. I used to be really good at this game, by the way. But 30 years will make you a little rusty. Oh. Although, you know, I still should have been able to jump that. I remember the drawbridge and then the gremlin hand. I called it a gremlin hand just because that's what I thought of it as a kid. Now I would guess it's a troll. I used to have fun taunting the dragon. Like, you'd stay in one spot. Oh. Because he'll shoot his fireball wherever you were. So you can just... It's pretty predictable. When I was a kid, I would just do this. And just annoy the crap out of the dragon. Whoa, that one's moving fast. If you're close enough to the bridge there, it seems to, oh, there we go. Little creepy hand throwing fireballs there. I don't remember what was after this. Okay, here we go. We'll see if I can, it changes every 2 levels, so if I can beat it twice, we'll see what's next. Come on. Oop. Oh no. Okay. I kind of remember the dragon getting insanely fast because, like I said, I used to get really far in here. I also like when you collect your treasure, the score keeps counting up to catch up to you. I thought that was entertaining for some reason. Nope, nothing different here. Maybe things just get faster. I don't recall. Oh, I should have. Slow on the draw. No pun intended. I forget if there's right in the face. I forget if there's splash damage. If I can go where the fireball is right after. All right, last life. See if I can get one more. Okay, here we go. Whoa, yep, dragon's faster. So that was the change in this round. Oh, sorry guys. That's it. That's it. Level 8. Should I give it one more go? Why not, right? You could always stop the video if you're not interested. So, see if I can beat level 8. Oh, there was a floppy version of this. I wonder if it kept your high scores or anything. If anybody had the floppy version, I'd be interested if there was any difference with it. It was close on the bridge there. All right. Here we go. Now it gets hard. I also like that you used to see your like little shadow there. I thought that was cool. I don't think your shadow gets hit. Let's see. That was a risk. I think I remember. Oh, right on the head. All right. Too fast. What? Totally jumped there. It's not looking good. There's the score, keeps counting up. That always entertained me. I was always worried if I went out the door, it wouldn't keep track of my score if it was still counting. I don't remember if that's the case or not. Guess we could try. If I can get back in there with my 2 lives. Come on. Alright, so keep an eye on the score. We'll head right out the door. Oh, look at that. I was a smart kid. I think you have to wait till it's done counting up. I'll have to watch the video and pause it there to see if it increased my score after I left or if it stopped right when I went out that door. Yeesh. I don't want to. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes the fireballs don't come out when you're right by the door. I'm not sure. Oh, fast dragon. Alright. I think he just gets faster, if I recall. Like everything gets faster in general. I tried to jump. Sorry. I tried. Level 8 again. Alright, call it quits there. I forget what levels I used to get to when I was a kid, but I could get pretty far. I mean, I would just play this for like an hour straight without losing all my lives. I was pretty pro at it, but there is a look at Dragonfire on the TRS-80 color computer. I hope you enjoyed the video.